Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How you guys doing today? We are going to talk about The Substance. Now, The Substance was super hyped up back in 2024, last year, barely last year. And I never had the chance to watch it. I know. I failed as a fan of horror movies. I failed as a fan of body horror. I failed at every single thing with The Substance. And to me, I finally saw it on Amazon. I had to rent it. God forbid. And I want to buy it physical, but I could not find it anywhere on physical because I feel like you just can't anymore, which is just a freaking sin. That's a whole other talk. I might make a whole video about that in the future. So I finally watched it, and The Substance is actually really good, but I have a little bit of a beef with it. I think the story of The Substance is awesome. I think Demi Moore is awesome. She plays Elizabeth in this. Margaret Qualley, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Awesome as well. Both of them did such a good job. And it's kind of cool of how much they kind of made them kind of similar by how they look. But I think how Demi Moore plays her character, Elizabeth, is so good that she's just the reality of her, like, yeah, I'm not young anymore. And she tries to be young, but she's just not anymore. And her body is just not the same how it once was. It plays a big role in this movie for The Substance. And honestly, I really loved it. I thought it was such a cool, bizarre movie. But I will say, everyone who I ever talked to was like, Zach, you need to watch The Substance. The body horror is crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna be honest a little bit. Wasn't too impressed with the body horror. No. The ending of it made sense. The ending for body horror was sick. Don't get me wrong, that was really cool. I was hoping for the first time that Demi Moore's Elizabeth character took The Substance and like peeled off her back. I was hoping we'd see a little more. And I'm thinking of like, I mean, maybe Cronenberg and John Carpenter really threw off my mind with body horror. But I was hoping we would see like a scene where Sue climbs out of her in a way, you know, instead of it kind of diverted from that a little bit. Like there's a little bit of it, like you could see some parts of it, but when she would climb out, like I wanted to see it disgusting. I wanted to see like Demi Moore's face like sunken in while like Sue's character is like coming out of her. I wanted to see something really freaking bizarre. And to me, I didn't think too much about the body horror. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of nudity in here, so if you guys don't like nudity, I'm very sorry. But it plays such a strong role in this movie that you kind of understand why. And to me, I'm like, wow, this is really interesting, this movie is. And like I said, I think the story just carries this movie. This movie, yes, there's a lot of disgusting, some like the body horrorness actually plays a really good pivotal role in this movie that I think some movies just kind of fail at doing with body horror in general. I think body horror is really good in movies, but if you're just throwing body horror in your movie just because and there's no like plot with it, it kind of just takes me away from it. And that's just how I kind of looked at it. But like with The Substance, I really liked The Substance. I really did. It's just going into the movie and everyone hyped me up about body horror, I was really expecting some crazy body horror in this movie. Especially when I saw the cover of Demi Moore like laying on her side and like her spine is stitched back together. I was like, dude, this is gonna get so bonkers. But it kind of felt underwhelming with that part. Now the ending for body horror is awesome. I think it's just actually just such a weird, bizarre deep dive of a movie where the reality of it is like Demi Moore just took everything for granted. She didn't accept that she was old. She just didn't accept it. She wanted to be young forever, and look what happened. She gave up so much to be that youth again, and it went nowhere. So that's why to me I was like, well, you played yourself, honestly. Like, and that's the reality of it. It's very draining of someone that is young, draining your life away. And she does become super decrepit, and it's so bizarre that I never thought I would see Demi Moore in this. Granted, I've never seen Demi Moore in anything, so this is my first time seeing her, but I know she was really big in like the 80s and the 90s, and my mom wanted to watch this movie because she liked Demi Moore, and I was like, Mom, you should not watch this movie. It's not what you think. So she never did. Yeah, like I said, I think just the body horror just was kind of underwhelming. The ending of it makes sense. I think that's what people were talking about for the body horror. But for me, I really thought we were going to see something so bizarre the first time Sue comes out of Elizabeth. I thought that's where we were heading. I personally thought that's where we were heading. Does this mean I hated the movie? No, absolutely not. I give the movie a 4.5 out of 5. The only reason why it's not 5 out of 5 is because I was a little underwhelmed with the first time seeing the body horror. I'm a big fan of body horror, so when I saw that it was that, I was like, oh man. Because I've seen a lot of people always talk about, and a lot of these people are not big fans of the horror genre or body horror anyways, and they're like, I couldn't eat, I just couldn't. So I was like, okay. So I was eating cereal while watching it, and I was like, all right, maybe I'm just not fazed by it as much as I thought. But there was a lot of times where I did like this movie. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and lie, this movie was awesome. I could see why people were like, for the Oscar, I think it was nominated 3 times, I could be wrong, but still I really like this movie. I think it's just the body horror was just a little overhyped, which is fine. I mean, we don't see a lot of body horror nowadays, so makes sense. If you guys made it to the end of the video, what do you guys think? Did you guys like The Substance, or did you guys not like The Substance? What do you think about the body horror of The Substance? Do you think it was kind of overhyped, like how I kind of viewed it, or did you guys think I'm just nuts and you completely disagree with me? I'd love to know down below, and just, yeah, give me your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, everyone.